Giovanni, first of all, Giovanni, as Lucy's explained, 2015, he was the face of the school. He was on our school prospectus. Do you remember that? Because he had such an impact on the organisation. So it's lovely to stand here with him and to ask him a few questions in front of you. We've got a little bit of a slideshow for later on, as in some slides to show. But Giovanni is one of our expert advisors. We have a few expert advisors in the LLA, and he's our expert advisors around youth voice. And you'll see why as we talk. So Giovanni, just to kick us off, is that working?
Mic check. Nope. Hello.
We'll hand this over.
No worries.
Just tell us a little bit about your background. You know, you're a Leeds boy, as Lucy said. A little bit about your background and some of the challenges and opportunities that have come your way.
First of all, that was a great intro. Thank you so much. So I grew up in Leeds. I grew up in Gledhow with my mum and dad when they were married, and then they split up quite early in my life, and then I moved to an area called Chapeltown, where I spent the majority of my childhood there. And then I moved into Oakwood, just near Oakwood Clock, Roundhay Park, and I've lived there for over 14 years now. So I feel like I'm quite well versed in terms of the different areas in Leeds that I've grown up in, the people I've been around, and the type of things that I've seen. And I feel like those areas have really shaped me into who I am today, from certain difficulties, racism, making friends from different areas as well has really helped in terms of my connections going forward and my perspective on life as well.
Great. You'll pick up quickly, if you haven't already, that this is a passionate man. He's driven by his passions. He has real gifts. He's been blessed, but he hasn't wasted them. He's developed his passions. Just help the group here understand how that's come about. How did you identify your passions, and how have you been able to push through?
I feel like a lot of my passions have come from my upbringing. So growing up with my mum for most of my life, she introduced me to different styles of music, from hip hop to reggae, lovers rock, R&B, soul, jazz, and also my uncles were very much into music as well. So early on in my life, my introduction to music was just amazing, and I'd sit there. I remember being in the kitchen with my mum, and I'd hear certain songs and be like, wow, what is this? And then I'd go in my room, and then I'd search it on YouTube and then add it to my own playlist as well. So early into music from a young age, and then also all of my parents and my uncles had a lot of experience in sport. So my mum's played netball for over 30 years. She's now in her 60s, still going, looks younger than me. My uncles, they were very fast and athletic. So one of them, he was one of the fastest in his year group, and in Leeds as a 100-metre sprinter. My dad used to play rugby, and he also boxed. And then my uncle, he's very much into cycling as well. So sport and music is something that I've always seen growing up, and I feel like that was natural for me to transition into those areas. So upbringing, definitely. Another thing that I'd say is exploration, just going and trying different sports. I remember growing up trying football, running, badminton, rugby. I hated that, by the way. I don't know how you did that, because every time I used to get tackled, I was like, yeah, I'm done. So just trying different sports was really cool, just to help me figure out what I liked. And another thing was, I'd say, is dreaming big. I used to watch people on TV, like music artists, professional athletes, and I used to think to myself, if they can do it, then surely I can. Because seeing them on TV was just a motivation for me to think, well, they're human beings just like me. And if they can achieve this level of success, then there's something that I can do to replicate that or even get near to that. So the three main things that I'd say growing up that have inspired my passions are exploration, trying new things, my upbringing, and dreaming big, visualizing.
Great. Okay, you can imagine Giovanni Graft gets quite a lot of attention, particularly from young men who are looking to him as a role model. How have you managed that? How have you met that challenge about holding to your values, because you're a values-driven man, aren't you? How have you managed to do that without it going to your head?
I feel like I know where I'm from. I understand where I've come from, and regardless of the success that I've seen or the people that I've been around, what's important to me is remaining humble, because things can just go left any day. And I've seen a lot, I've been around a lot, and what's important to me is helping people, influencing people that are coming up, after me, because I remember growing up not feeling like I had a level of support at times. So I want to be able to influence the younger generation and give them the support that I feel like I didn't necessarily have in some instances. And again, my upbringing, I've never been someone that's bossy or wants to flaunt anything. Like, I don't really care about all of that. I just care about being true to myself, enjoying things, having fun, and impacting people in any way that I can.
Brilliant. Okay. Now, he's full of surprises, this young man, and shocked when we met up a few weeks ago. I said, what are you up to now? What's going on? Because he's a very successful sportsman, had to choose between football and music at some point, and went down the music route, became an incredibly successful young performing artist. You'll never guess, unless you've been following him, you'll never guess what he decided to do next. Do you want to take us through that?
Come outside?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, like I mentioned at the start, two of my main passions, I'd definitely say, are sport and music alongside communication. So in April earlier this year, I started an outdoor community based in Leeds, and we go by the name of Come Outside. And the focus is running, walking and hiking. And every Saturday at Awkward Clock, we host a social 5-kilometre run and 2.5-kilometre walk. Only recently we got the branding made for it as well. And just to link to what I'm saying, if you have an idea, you don't need to have it all figured out at the start. Just go for it, because things will come to you as time goes on. Our mission at Come Outside is to create an inclusive community that brings people together, regardless of age or ability, through enjoying the benefits of the outdoors. This is one of our community members, Armani, who's also a musician, part of the Come Outside family. And here's a little testimony that he had to say about how the group has benefited him and how he feels included within the community.
With my disability, I thought I need a place where I can be included, come outside and just get into running or walking, because I like walking a lot. So I thought, let me try this running thing. I got some running trainers and I've caught the bug, and then I've been going ever since, feeling like you belong somewhere, regardless of who you are, what you look like, what you can do. That means a lot to me, and I wouldn't come here every week if I didn't feel included, you know what I mean? And every single one of you, whether it's a hug or saying hello, you just see people and it's like, wow, I'm here. We're gonna come outside, we're gonna have a good time. Keep coming here because you're all family, like extended family to me. So thank you guys, it means a lot. Come outside!
So that's Armani, and a great guy. And ever since we started in April, one of the main things that I really enjoyed about Come Outside is seeing people's growth within themselves, but also their fitness levels as well. And another thing that's really stood out to me is how much people we are getting each week. So we started in April 28th to be exact, and we only had 20 people outside with us. If we fast forward to today, we have about 60 to 70 people outside with us every Saturday in round day. And we also have over 550 people in our WhatsApp group. And these are people from all over the UK, from London, Manchester, Durham, Whitby, Harrogate, you name it. And I just feel like the more that I look at certain things, especially in this day and age, people are yearning for that communal connection. A lot of people are feeling lonely and isolated. And I feel like community groups like this, they serve a lot of benefit because people, like Armani said, can come to these groups and feel included regardless of how they look, their ability, and really enjoy the benefits of being outside and exercising. These are just a few photos from our group. That's at Oakwood Clock every Saturday. And this is from one of our latest hikes where we traveled to the Yorkshire Dales and we had around 82 people outside with us. We're also going on a hike this Sunday as well. So if anyone's interested, come and see me at the end. Again, this is just another testimony from the community that I wanted to share with you all. And this lady is called Yvette, and she is from London, but most recently moved to Leeds. And this is what she had to say.
First time that I've been, just moved up from London, so looking for my community, and I found it. And I jumped into a 5k run. Oh my God. Thank you for the support.
Location is just beautiful. Do you know, the nicest thing was my first time I walked completely by myself, and I met one of your lovely people, and she just came over to me and said hello, and that just like washed it all away. And I was like, that is so kind. And then random people would just come and say, oh hi, how are you, how long have you been coming? And it's just been stuff like that, and everybody's just happy, and I love it.
First time, and I'll definitely be back for the next one. It was great for everyone to come together and just have a sense of community. Really fun. It's been great, can't wait for the next one.
And if you would like to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, it's Come Outside Co, all one word.
Sorry.
It's all right. Thank you very much for my presentation on Come Outside.
One more question. Yeah.
I told you it would surprise you. Just fantastic. It says an awful lot about Giovanni, that he would think of that and then follow through with that. Final question. This room is full of leaders, people with impact, people who can have impact in their own organisations and in collaborations across organisations and so forth. That's what the LLA is about. What challenge would you leave with the colleagues in here?
I actually wrote this down. I wrote down a few points as well, but we never went through all the exact questions. But what I would say is, first of all, I think it's amazing that you all come together in a space like this and collaborate, think of ideas and think of ways you can work together to benefit one another and the businesses that you work at. I think that's definitely important and something that I've recognised more since starting the community. Everyone has their own strengths and you can come together and really create some serious impact. But what I would say is I challenge you all to start the ideas that you've been thinking about. Take the first step, because it's very easy to not begin and let our fears overwhelm us. But I feel like the only way we're gonna remain authentic and push our creativity and create an impact to the people around us, within your organizations, to your kids, friends, family, is taking risks and having that leap of faith to begin the ideas that you've been thinking about. So I challenge you all to take the first step to bring your ideas to life.